Hi, my name's Gabe, and this is Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Here's the story. When Mario opened a door after climbing a long stair in his dream, another world spread before him, and he heard a voice call for help to be free from a spell. After awakening, Mario went to a cave nearby, and to his surprise, he saw exactly what he saw in his dream. Yeah, that's the story of Mario Bros. 2. That's pretty much all you need to know. So this will be the first part of a walkthrough that will hopefully help guide you and your friends through Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES. So here we go. So right when you start the game, you're greeted with a 4-player select. And you can change which character you play as for each and every level of this game. But you can't change it once you start the level, so make sure you choose wisely, I suppose. And I'll go over their traits right now. So, Mario is like the super average guy. If you don't know who to pick for a level, you should pick Mario. He has an average jump height, he picks stuff up at an average speed. He's just, he's the normal dude. Then you got Luigi. He's similar to Mario, except he has this really high, like crazy, wonky jump that he can do, and he like falls real slow. He's pretty fun to play as, but he's also like really slippery when he's in midair. Then you've got Toad, who jumps really short, but he can pick stuff up super fast. And then Peach picks stuff up pretty slow, but she can like float around. So they're all fun to play as. And I'll cycle through them for the first 4 levels, so we'll start off with Mario. World 1-1, here we go. Alright, so I'll go over the controls pretty briefly. It's similar to the first game. So B is run and A is jump. Down is duck. If you hold down, you'll like charge up this crazy power jump thing. And then you can press A to do like this mega jump, right? That's way higher than your normal jump. Those 2 like red diamonds in the upper left are your health. So I basically have 2 hit points. If you get down to 1, you'll turn into Little Mario. So yeah, so down here you can see we're in a vertical scrolling section, and these are Shy Guys. The pink ones won't walk off ledges. The red ones will. These are the most basic enemy you'll find. They're basically the Goombas of Mario Bros. 2. Now, as you can see, when you jump on one, you don't actually squash it like in the original Mario. You kind of ride it around. And when you press B again, when you're on top of one, you'll pick it up. And he's like waving his legs. Put me down. And then when you press B one more time, when you're holding him above your head, you'll throw it. And you can throw things at different lengths. So if you're holding it and you're just like standing still and you throw it, you kind of just throw it straight at the ground. If it's like a heavier item like a bomb, you'll actually just drop it right in front of you. But then if you're moving when you throw it quite a bit farther. So keep that in mind. And the only way you can kill enemies consequently is either by throwing them down a pit or throwing something at them, including another enemy. As you can see, the screen horizontally wraps in vertically scrolling sections, so you can get away with a lot of weird looking stuff that you'd like see out of a Portal game or something. And then also you'll find these little grass tufts everywhere. Usually they'll have a vegetable that you can use to throw at enemies, but sometimes they'll have like more important items. But alright, enough boring stuff. Let's get started with the game. So press up to go into doors. And here we are. So see, you can, missed. You can use vegetables to take out enemies. This is a tweeter. He's like a Shy Guy, but he bounces around. You use up and down to climb up the vines. Get out of here, man. And so, one of the items you can pick up from grass are these potions. And when you throw a potion down, it makes a door. Okay? And when you go through that door, it takes us to the subspace, which is kind of this weird, like, mirror image version of the overworld. and you have a limited time in there, so I'll show you. So it's like this weird shadowy landscape. And if you throw potions down in the right place, you'll find where the mushrooms are. And there can be up to 2 mushrooms in a level. There's usually 2 mushrooms, so sometimes there's only 1. And, if you throw in the potion in the right place, you can get it, and it permanently extends your lifespan for that level. See, now I have 3 of those diamonds. In most of these beginning levels, the mushroom will be like right around where you find the potion, so you don't have to worry about too much, but, you know, I'll show you where they all are. I just use a POW block, which nukes everything that's on the ground. And you might notice a heart came up from the ground when I used that POW. Once you kill a certain amount of enemies, you'll get a heart. A heart will like float up from the ground, and if you grab it, it'll restore 1 life. Alright, so let's get over here. Some log platforms, nothing too special. Ooh, took a hit there. Now there's a 1-up right here. You can grab that. There's another POW. And those cherries. Oh, I got a heart. And there's a bomb. I just pulled a bomb out of the ground, so. And then you can also pull up shells. These work just like the original Mario. They'll hit enemies and they'll slide around. Okay, so once you get enough cherries, I think it's like about 5 or something, a superstar will come up from the ground and you're invincible for a little bit. I know this is a lot of information to take in, but it's the first level, you know, so they're throwing everything at you. Now in here, so that's a Ninja, and what I just pulled up was a timer. So now all the enemies are temporarily frozen on screen. Most enemies you can stand on, but there are some you can't. Now if you make it over to that end, to the left side of the waterfall, there's like a secret door you can get through that takes you towards the end of the level. And there are a lot of like shortcuts and warp zones in Mario 2, but I won't be using any of them because this is a walkthrough and I want to show you everything in the game. So here's another potion, just put it down where you find it, and the mushroom's right here. Now you'll notice in the subspace when you pick up grass tufts, they're coins, not like vegetables. And you can use the coins after you beat the level, and I'll show you that, well, after we beat the level. So now we've gone into another vertically scrolling section. That weird ladybug thing that you just saw, we'll see more of them up here. They can climb up vines and trees and stuff. It's called a hoopster. And they go faster if you're closer to them. So watch. Oh, he's speeding down now. A lot of the levels in Mario 2 have like larger maps than the ones in Mario 1, more expansive. Okay. Now you hear boss music, and that's because we've gotten to the boss of this level. There's almost always a boss at the end of the level, and if it's not the end of the world, it's gonna be Birdo. So this is the easiest type of Birdo. This is a pink Birdo. So she spits, or he, I don't know. Some sources say Birdo's a guy, some a girl, I don't know. I consider her a female, but you can do whatever you want. She spits 1 egg at a time, and she takes 3 hits to die. So you just grab the egg out of there and throw it back at her. And she'll drop this weird rotating egg thing. This is like at the end of every level, and when you pick it up, it awakens this like bird mouth thing, and you go into it to finish the level. Now we've gotten to the bonus chance section. This is where you spend the coins that you pick up throughout the levels. So you see, I have 4 coins left. I've already used 1, so I have 5 chances actually. And every time you win one of these bonus chances, you get an extra life. And it's a kind of weird pattern to get these. See, like that's a combination that lets you get an extra life. I'm not sure why. There are a few weird combinations, but if you get 3 in a row, those also give you extra lives. See, I got the sad music there. Yeah, that's gonna cut it. You know, it's hard to get. It's very precise. It's kind of like boom, boom, boom. Oh, I almost got it that time. Alright, I'll play as Luigi this time. So now we're going into World 1-2. Here we go. So as I said, Luigi has these really tall, lanky, slippery jumps. And the thing you're seeing right now is a Pidgeot. And there are these weird bird enemies who ride on flying carpets. And you can actually steal his carpet and ride on it yourself, but it only lasts for a short amount of time. Those guys are Bezos. They'll swoop down at you, but they're not too much of a threat. Potion right here, and the mushroom is right over here. Since you have a limited amount of time in subspace, you want to make the mushroom your first priority, and then you can grab coins. Now, you also there are these like jars here. Some of these jars you can actually go down, like this one. And you see here, this is kind of a crazy looking thing. There's a few masks on the wall and this weird key. So the middle one, or the highlighted one, which is this guy in this case, is Phanto, and he awakens and he gets pretty mad when you steal his keys. So if you put the key down, he'll stop chasing you. But basically, how Phanto works is you grab the key and then you book it and run for a key door. And he chases you through the worlds, but you can put the key down to get him off your case for a little while. But he'll go away once you use the key. Okay, there's a Sniffit. They're like these weird gas mask looking things who shoot pellets. Man, get out of here. Bombs can be used to blow up cracked blocks like this, as well as kill enemies, but they can also hurt you, so be careful. There's another Sniffit in there. Now there's a potion right here, but the mushroom is blocked off by some cracked blocks over here. So stuff you do in the overworld influences the stuff, how the subspace appears. So if we grab the potion and drop it here now, those blocks are gone, and I can get down to the mushroom. If you did it in the wrong order, you wouldn't be able to get the mushroom, and the potion wouldn't come back. There's some ninjas. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to do a power jump here. Boing. Alright, back out in the overworld. And we've made it to the next boss fight, which is just another pink Birdo. The same setup as before. If you throw an egg at Birdo and she spits an egg out at the same time, they'll cancel out like that and they won't hit her, so time your throws carefully. There we go, grab the egg into the bird mouth. Get one shot at this. Well, that's worth something. Alright, I'll do Toad next. So again, Toad has short hops, but he picks stuff up fast. Also, as you may have noticed, there's only 3 levels in each world. And the 3rd level is always like a longer, kind of harder level. Usually there's like a fortress or underground thing or something. And there's a special boss at the end of each world that's not a Birdo. So, first we have to get to the fortress though. Those little fish guys are Trouters. You can stand on them. They're kind of annoying though. They're not really good for anything. As of now, I guess. Now this is the first potion that you have to really puzzle about. So you grab it and you come back over here. You stand right here, and since I'm Toad, I have pretty short jumps, so I'll charge up a power jump. And you have to make it up to this platform. And then you throw down the potion, and the mushroom's over here. I'm ripping these coins up real fast as Toad. So yeah, I already have all of my health charged up. Alright, that's unfortunate. Enemies do a significant knockback in Mario 2, which is very different than the first Mario, where you kind of just pass through enemies if you get hit. So be careful around pits. Let's get around over here. Alright. Those pesky ninjas can really take it off guard. Okay. Into here, here's the first fortress. It's not too big. What you want to do is you want to go up first. You can climb chains like vines. And these are toadstool platforms. You use them to take out enemies, but more importantly, they're like physical objects that you can use to stand on to get up to higher places. So we keep going up. These, like, electric things are called sparks. You can't stand on them, they'll hurt you, but you can take them out if you throw something at them. So let's get up here. Here's another Phanto. This time you don't really need to put the key down, though, because you're, like, falling super fast and there's no way you can catch up. If you just keep running. And falling, and falling. There's a Sniffit down here. It's gonna be kind of annoying if he nails you with one of his pellets. Alright. Now in this section... Ooh, that cherry got me a star. So stars can take out sparks as well. Whoa. So we've made it to this part. Let's get out of here. So just a little bit more spark platforming. Now there's no Birdo fight before the egg. We go in here, and now we're introduced to the boss fight of World 1. So we gotta blow up this wall first before we can get to him. And the boss is Mouser, this mouse wearing sunglasses who throws bombs. And the only way to hurt him is you need to throw his own bombs back at him. You can grab bombs out of midair if you just kind of jump up into him. And he only takes 3 hits. So usually what you want to do is you want to throw him towards the back, because he spends most of his time in the back of the platform. Oh man. That was a bad pattern. Because usually he'll just walk back into the bomb. And there we go, Mouser's taken down. He's not too bad. We get a bonus chance. There we go, got a straight match. Sometimes, yeah, you just gotta get into the rhythm of it. Oh well. Alright, and I'll be Peach this time to complete the cycle. So this is World 2. World 2 is a desert world. As you can see, Peach can float around. If you hold the jump button, she'll float at the height of her jump, but you can also, like, jump and then, like, float halfway down. So that's the first new enemy. That's a Cobrat. They're snakes who shoot pellets. They're not too bad. There's a potion right here. As you can see, Peach takes a very long time to pick stuff up, but her floating ability is pretty fun. This is Quicksand, but this is the slow type, and you just jump to get out of it. It's not too big of a deal. And then that crazy flower thing shooting fireballs, that's a Panzer. There you go. And the red ones will shoot them in arcs, gray ones shoot them straight up and they come back down. And then the pink ones are like the red ones, but they walk around, and they're pretty hard to deal with. Lure that Cobrat out. And into the pyramid. And in every desert level, there's always one of these digging sections. But you have to be careful, because these Shy Guys will fall back on top of you if you dig just, like, straight down. So a lot of the time you'll have to mix up your pattern. There's a Sniffit right there trying to ruin your day. You just gotta time getting past him. Go down the ladder. And we've gotten to the next Birdo boss fight. So it's once again Pink Birdo. If you stand on the right side, you have more clearance to fight her. Come on. There we go. Open up. And we get another chance here. Oh, I almost got that one. Alright. So next is 2-2. For these beginning levels, it doesn't really matter who you play as. So I'll just try to play as different characters a lot. You can stand on the cacti. It won't hurt you. There's a potion right here. And I think use it over here. Yep. Oh, that's the thing. When you're coming out of the subspace, oh man, I'm taking hits left and right. So you see now I'm Little Toad. But I still have a 2-tile hitbox unless I'm crouching, which is kinda dumb. And the reason for that is it's a pretty common knowledge, but Mario 2 is not actually Mario 2, it's a port of the Japanese platformer Doki Doki Panic, and you don't shrink in Doki Doki Panic, so they changed the sprites, but not really the gameplay. Now, as you can see here, there's two types of quicksand right here. There's this like slow-moving quicksand that I'm standing on top of, and then there's this really fast-sinking quicksand that's much more dangerous, because if your head sinks under, you die. So you might want to use this kind of like bone, this rib cage to get over. In here, if you go down here, there's a 1-up. There's a bomb right here. So charge up the super jump and drop it right there. If you're too close to a wall and you try to drop a bomb straight down, you won't drop it. So be careful in those situations. There's a potion right here. And oh, I'm right on top of the mushroom that time. Alright, let's get out of here. Back to the overworld. As you can see, you can get enemies to ricochet off each other. And then that thing is a pokey. Oh no, I didn't mean to go down this. When you go down a pipe, all the enemies respawn. But that's a pokey. You want to take out its base, because if you take out the top, then just like the second highest thing will become its face, and so on. More panzers up there. Alright, you take the vine down here, and we've gotten to another one of these underground digging sections. For some reason, Toad doesn't dig any faster than anyone else in these digging sections, so he's not really too advantageous in these scenarios. Oh man, there's an example of how you can really get messed up by a group of Shy Guys if you're not being careful. There's a Ninja moving up. Alright, so let's come all the way down here. Oh man, there's like 2 million enemies on screen, so the game is slowing down. Never had that big a train of Shy Guys follow me before. Alright, we've gotten to the next Birdo boss fight. Now this is a red Birdo, so it can give you a little display here. So she can shoot up to 3 projectiles at a time, and she can either shoot eggs or fireballs, and fireballs will hurt you no matter what. She doesn't want to shoot with a fireball right now, though, it looks like. But there are toadstool platforms here, so that you can hurt enemies. Oh, there's a fireball with them. Ow. Watch out, ricocheting eggs will still hurt you, even if they're bouncing off a wall. There's Red Birdo taken out. Heart doesn't really matter since I'm at the end of the level, but I think I'll grab it anyways. Alright. There's a 1-up. Not sure why. There's another 1-up. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. See, I'll be Mario for this one. So 2-3, the finale to World 2. Let's climb up here. Now, with this potion, you're actually going to take it all the way to the left, because the mushroom is hidden over here. Alright. When I come over here, in order to get up here, you have to jump off of these Bezos, which can be pretty hard. Actually, if you pick Luigi for this level, this is a lot easier. But I figured I'd show that it is still possible with a shorter hopping character. So you want to lower them to like a level like that. Here's the potion. And grab as many of these coins as you can. Alright. Keep running. A few Bezos will still come after you. Ooh, Superstar. Alright, this leads down to yet another underground digging section right here. And down here is the key that you need to get through that door, so you have to go down. Dum-da-dum. These digging sections are fun, but there's so many of them, it gets old after a while. Alright. Let's grab this key, and then go up as fast as you can. Remember, you can put the key down to get Phanto away from you. Alright. Since we're in the third level of this world, there won't actually be a boss in this room, but the egg is housed here. Alright. So we've opened the door. When you go through, you are greeted by the boss of World 2, the three-headed laser-shooting snake named Triclyde. So he has two attacks. He shoots lasers, and then also tweeters will fall from the ceiling occasionally. But all you really gotta do is throw toadstool platforms at him. He has a pretty hard time hitting you if you're on this top platform right here. So just do your long throws by holding a direction when you throw it, and he only takes 3 hits. Alright, let's see if we can get some extra lives. Boom, boom, boom. Ha, I'm striking out today. Oh, that's one. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode of Super Mario Bros. 2. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.